Are we good to go? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carling's Round. Soft round this week, because we've gone soft. And we're here at the Stage Door pub, which is just opposite the Victoria Palace Theatre. Hell of a place. Anyway, I've got my pie, which unsurprisingly I've already started eating.
Yeah, and you've obviously had a couple more than in the past as well, haven't you?
Welcome back from the loo.
Thank you.
Which we got on tape, I believe, did we? And you washed your hands, apparently.
I did wash my hands.
Excellent. Well, maybe we can get a clip of that. You know, Yai going to the loo. Anyway, let's move on.
Hey, whatever turns you on, mate, right? So,
does it for me. Now, what a weekend.
It was.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
All my own work. Apparently.
And you got some predictions right. First topic then, selection. What fascinates me is England selection. Let's talk about Wales first, because I think how many Welsh coaches beating England for the first time in 20 years at Twickenham would have the balls to change the team?
The thing is that they haven't got to appease anybody. They haven't got to keep everybody happy. They've said is, guys, we want things to be done in a particular way, and if we're not happy, we'll make changes. Looked at that performance, it's a great result, not a great performance. Doesn't say an awful for England, mind. I think Wales won that game without playing particularly well.
I'll eat a bit more
mistakes
pie.
are going to be made. I think I'll make changes in the back of it. I think it sends the right message out to the team. Personally, the right message out.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Would you make changes to that team?
Yeah, I would. I think it keeps the guys on the toes and really to focus on the next game. So yeah, I would.
You've got to talk beforehand. You want to toughen up this Welsh squad mentally. They've been fragile in the past, and this is going to toughen them up.
They've been in the comfort zone for too long.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a great message to send out.
And what about England selection? You've got a few things to say about England selection, haven't you?
Well, coming on that England section, I can't believe. I was just disappointed in Bolshaw and certainly Gummersol, the way the delivery on both guys. And I think those guys here, they're not new, young, fresh guys here. These guys have been around for a while, and the performance of what those guys did there, I can't believe that these guys actually playing this weekend. So bitterly disappointed in the first half. Yeah, they stitched things together and they got it out. But when you get in a position of 16 points to 6 half time, then go to 19 points to 6, shut the door. You've got to close the door. But they didn't. They actually just made it.
And I agree. I mean, we've got a few books here. John A. and Harry's Boy on the website, Rocky website, both basically talking about what on earth are England selection all about? Why isn't Ollie Smith in there? How come they only pick the Newcastle backline, who don't even play at the top of the Guinness Premiership? They don't play in the Heineken Cup.
I can't believe that England imploded as much in that second half as they did. We talked beforehand, but the Welsh half-backs have been very inexperienced. Yet, almost all of Wilkinson, bags of experience, been on the block a few times. They lost control of the game. At no point did you see England were in charge that second half.
You guys have
really knew what they were trying to do. That baffles me.
Well, I think I'm not actually that surprised because, prior to the World Cup, those two games that played against France prior to the World Cup, they were absolutely rubbish for the period of 6. They just got a couple of games together. You look at the against USA. USA, that was diabolical, and then they get taken to the sword 36 points to 0. All that's happened is just the time's ticked on, and they're actually no better.
But what you're saying is, they'd actually learned how to get a game together, right? They didn't even do that against the Welsh. Second half, all they had to do to beat the Welsh, let's be honest, was do exactly what they did in the World Cup for one half, probably even 15 or 20 minutes, and the game was done. And they didn't even do that.
Yeah, but you're talking about a different sort of, these guys have been they haven't had a lot of time to train together.
No one has. None of the sides have.
Maybe what sort of Warren Gatland's policy.
Are you honestly making that as an excuse for guys of Johnny Wilkinson's experience? They didn't have enough time. You understand how to play a game, don't you?
Why did Warren Gatland pick the Ospreys?
Yeah.
Combinations.
Because he hadn't watched any other teams play. He's only just got into the job, hasn't he?
It's not as if Gomez and Wilkinson haven't played alongside each other before. It's not as if a lot of those key guys hadn't played alongside. There's a lot of experience in that England team still. You look at the first half and Wales were giving the ball away, turned over 8 times in the first half. Second half, England were just giving the ball away. No, that's no excuse for that. You're talking 60 minutes into the game and you're still giving the ball away. No, that's not because you haven't been training together all week.
28 test matches, 59 test matches. You put your finger on what the hell's the problem there? What the hell is the problem? How can you go from 19 points to 6, 58 minutes on the clock, and
there was no leadership on that field?
Do you know what got me?
Mixed messages.
Doesn't-
And that's
I
always been
think
the problem
Ashton-
with England in the past.
Exactly, and
haven't it?
Ashton
Mixed
has to work
messages.
out. You can't have a captain of a side who you're going to take off at 55, 60 minutes, right? That most internationals, that is crunch time, right?
honestly, he's
And
done
he
it.
walks off the pitch.
Yeah, he's done it in the
Would you
past.
agree with
though.
it?
Yep. Yeah.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
A captain being able to take a captain off like that.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to do that.
I think what we learned was Johnny Wilkinson is not a leader under that kind of pressure. And I also think that the likes of Kay, Shaw, Gomersall, they needed to stand up. If England are going to actually do anything in this competition, they're going to win games, they need more than just one leader.
It's clarity as well. You've got to be clear what they're trying to do, and that's the mixed
shut up.
messages, and that's the lack of leadership.
Exactly. Now anyway,
That's
shut up.
bloody scary.
Shut up.
You're talking about number
Shut
10.
up. Moving on. France.
Leader.
Were France that good, or were Scotland that bad? Leave them on.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Hey, leave him on. It's a breath of fresh air. We've had Bernard Laporte. Forget about him, right? Let's move on. And Bernard Laporte, it's a breath of fresh air. Someone who's going to take a fresh challenge, fresh approach. A lot of youngsters are there. France has so much talent, so much resource there. I mean, you got like Sylvain Serclair, who France initially didn't pick for this weekend.
You're joking.
No. Originally, they had Malzier and Rougerie, but
Do you want some of my
Malzier-
humble pie?
No, thanks. No.
You need to have some of that too.
I mean, but that's what they got, a fresh approach. And they got so much talent there. But they didn't have to play that well against Scotland. Scotland didn't look like pressurised them, didn't look like scoring a try, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really, I expected
You
more
know,
from
were you impressed with them?
Scotland.
Were you impressed with France or not?
Glimpses, like some of that little bit of individual, typical French style of rugby. I actually underestimated them because on the team sheet I just thought, God, who are these guys here? Maybe they're going to lose that sort of combinations and not going to produce it on the day. I thought Scotland would have actually tried it.
Yeah, you
rectify
predicted
that.
Scotland
to win,
you
didn't you?
predicted Scotland to win, didn't you?
Let's move on, guys. Forget about it. Forget about it. Don't worry about
I did
it.
pick
Okay?
France.
Hey, chip on shoulder. Forget about it. Move on. Okay?
Yeah, but you were on medication last week, weren't you? Serious medication.
And you're hungover this week, are you?
Yeah.
Had a couple last night.
You're making more sense today, actually.
I underestimated the old froggies.
Do you think the Irish? Do you think they'll trouble them? I don't want to spend too much time. I don't mean to be rude to the Irish, but I've been disappointed. Do you think they'll trouble the French at all, or not?
They'll trouble them.
Yeah.
They weren't at their best again on the weekend against Italy. They did enough. I think France at home.
There
will
must be
probably
some
do well.
serious issues in that
Oh,
squad.
I think so.
There's got to
They
be
can't-
something
Why
serious.
can't they replicate what Munster do?
You're
Why
under-
can't they
yeah.
do that?
Underestimating who?
You're underestimating the Italians. Look,
We're not even talking about the Italians
is
yet.
this a moral
No,
victory
we're talking
again?
about Ireland. We're talking about Ireland.
yeah, but Ireland were actually.
Oh,
no,
hang
right,
on.
They did it.
We're
They
talking
did
about
their
moral
job.
victory.
It's a moral victory.
Moral victory.
We'll come to that in a minute.
Okay.
So France were impressed, but we're still not sure.
Yeah, France at home.
By the way, just a little extra. We might be getting a clip from Jed, but we're not sure. We might not. Now, if we don't, all I can say to all of you out there is if you're passing him in a subway, don't give him any change. He doesn't deserve it at the moment. He can say get back in his cardboard box and make a video before he gets some change. Now,
And don't give him your credit card details.
no, definitely don't. No, definitely, and no food. Jeez. Now, Zinni, you and your crystal pint balls, whatever.
Yeah.
You're
Some
very
Mystic
proud.
Med, we've
You were
got
very proud of your
Barking Brook.
predictions. You were very proud of your predictions last week, weren't you?
Oh no, it's just one of those things you do. You get it right.
You got two right.
You never bloody got it right before.
got
but
two as well.
Yeah. He got two. He doesn't go on about it.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
text me every day.
Yeah, but
you know,
you're
for the
getting the
last,
scores right.
oh,
You're
did
getting
I get it
the
right?
scores
Mike? Did I get it right?
Getting the
boring.
scores right.
You're
That's the
boring.
thing.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
Moral
that was
victory.
Good. Okay.
Guys,
You know, at the
Okay.
end of this championship, the 60th championship, are you going to have an asterisk after Italy saying they've only won one game, but they've got 3 moral victories?
3 little asterisks.
Yeah.
This counts in Zinni's book as a moral victory.
Moral victory.
Lost by
Way to
less
go.
than
Hang on a
7
second. Way to go.
points.
Prior to we
They'll
did
be proud of that, though. Hey, guys,
boy.
remember back to last year's championship? We got 3 moral
Moral
victories.
Before the show, you guys said, but you didn't actually say it on the
on the
show
bottom
last
of
week.
the-
You're going to get 30, 40 points. That's what you guys said.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did. Then
We
you actually
didn't.
sat on the fence and said, only get 15
No,
points.
we did not.
No, no,
Anyway,
no.
look into
You
your
were on
pint.
medication.
Yeah,
You were on
exactly.
drugs.
Look into your pint. Look into your pint, right?
Yes.
I want your predictions for this weekend. We'll start with an easy
Wales.
one. Scotland, Wales.
Scotland, Wales. Wales. Picking Wales. No.
Home advantage.
Yeah, give us slightly more than that because that's not really that impressive.
Okay, points. Points. I will go with. I think it'll be a decent margin. I think it'll be 33-21.
33-21.
I reckon it'll be.
Do you think Scotland will score that many? Obviously you do. France, Ireland, Guru. France, Ireland.
France, Ireland. I think it's going to be a close
Do
game.
you need to look into this at all, even though it's empty?
No, it's like sort of It's like sniffing wine.
You've been
Smelling
sniffing. You've been
wine.
sniffing.
Yeah,
You've been
Come on,
sniffing
give me a
this moment,
prediction.
right?
France, Ireland.
Ireland, I'm going to go with them on 42-26.
To the Irish.
No,
To the French.
Froggies.
And England, Italy.
This is a little bit of a curveball here. I think the Italians are going to win in Rome.
Are you?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a
You
call.
heard it here
It's a
first.
call.
Now, guys, you can get involved. Email into carlingsround@telegraph.co.uk. Put your thoughts, your questions, or get on to www.rucku.com. We've had a few good points, but someone is going to win the chance to sit next to Zinni and listen to that utter crap firsthand. And I tell you what, you can't pay for that sort of thing. Also, get on to RuckU and you can win tickets for the England-Ireland game. So sign up now; it's all free. It's been great. It's been a thrill. It's been an honour. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to keep tugging into my pie. And we've now got the Jedi's incredible thoughts.
Patterson to start off the bench for Scotland. Do you think so, Frank? Do you think this is such a good idea? Last week it wasn't such a good idea, and you got fiddly-diddly-deed by the French. I'm still a firm believer that they need like 15 Chris Pattersons. It was the Scots that invented Dolly, wasn't it? They cloned her, so maybe they can clone 15 of him. Well, where's Chris, Frank? Where's Chris? So, what do you reckon starting with your best rugby players? That's a lesson we learnt in Cardiff. Speaking of laughing, Wales versus England. Wales, Wales, Jitterbugs.